He was a computer genius who hacked into more than 200 banks and stole millions of dollars. He was a fugitive who eluded the FBI for 5 years. He was a smiling hacker who became a hero for many people in his homeland. He was Hamza Ben Delaj, the most wanted cybercriminal in the world. Hamza Ben Delaj was born in 1988 in Tizi Ouzou, a city in the Kabylie region of Algeria. He grew up in a middle-class family with a father who was a teacher and a mother who was a nurse. He was a bright and curious child who excelled in school and learned 5 languages: Arabic, French, English, German, and Spanish. He also developed a passion for computers and technology and taught himself how to code and hack. He enrolled in the University of Science and Technology Houari Boumediene in Algiers, where he studied computer engineering. He was a brilliant student who won several awards and scholarships. He also participated in international competitions and conferences where he met other hackers and programmers from around the world. In 2008, Hamza Ben Delaj came across a malicious software called SpyEye, which was developed by a Russian hacker named Alexander Andreevich Panin, also known as Gribodemon. SpyEye was a sophisticated malware that could infect computers and steal banking information, such as passwords, account numbers, and security codes. SpyEye could also evade antivirus programs and security systems and create a network of infected computers called a botnet that could be controlled remotely by the hacker. Hamza Ben Delaj was fascinated by SpyEye and decided to buy a copy of it from Gribodemon for $8,500. He then modified and improved the malware and gave it his own signature, BX1. He also created a website where he sold SpyEye to other hackers and cybercriminals and offered technical support and updates. Using SpyEye, Hamza Ben Delaj hacked into more than 200 banks and financial institutions in the United States, Europe, and Asia. He targeted both large and small banks such as Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, HSBC, and ING. He also hacked into individual accounts and transferred money to his own accounts or to other hackers. He used fake identities and documents and opened accounts in different countries such as Malaysia, Thailand, Egypt, and Morocco. He also used money laundering services such as Liberty Reserve and WebMoney to hide his tracks and avoid detection. According to the FBI, Hamza Ben Delaj stole tens of millions of dollars from his hacking activities. Some sources claim that he stole up to $4 billion and that he donated some of his money to charities and causes in Palestine, Algeria, and other countries. However, these claims are not verified, and there is no evidence that he was involved in any philanthropic or political activities. Hamza Ben Delaj's hacking spree did not go unnoticed by the authorities. In 2010, the FBI launched an investigation into the SpyEye malware and traced it back to Gribodemon and BX1. The FBI also collaborated with other law enforcement agencies, such as Interpol, Europol, and the Royal Thai Police, to track down the hackers and their accomplices. Hamza Ben Delaj was aware that he was being hunted, and he took precautions to avoid capture. He used encryption and anonymization tools such as Tor and VPN to hide his online activities and location. He also changed his IP addresses and phone numbers frequently and moved from one country to another using fake passports and visas. He traveled to countries such as Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Vietnam, China, and Turkey, where he enjoyed a lavish lifestyle, spending his money on luxury hotels, cars, and clothes. He also married a woman from Algeria and had a daughter with her. However, Hamza Ben Delaj's luck ran out on January 7, 2013, when he was arrested by the Thai police at the Suvarnabhumi airport in Bangkok. He was on his way from Malaysia to Egypt, where he planned to meet his wife and daughter. The Thai police acted on a tip from the FBI, who had intercepted his flight information. They found him carrying a laptop, several hard drives, and a passport with a fake name. He did not resist arrest and smiled as he was handcuffed and taken away. He earned the nickname the Happy Hacker because of his smile, which he said was a sign of his satisfaction with his achievements. Hamza Ben Delaj was extradited to the United States in May 2013, where he faced charges of computer fraud, wire fraud, conspiracy, and identity theft. He was tried in Atlanta, Georgia, where he pleaded guilty on June 25, 2015. He faced a sentence of up to 30 years in prison and a fine of $14 million. His accomplice, Gribodemon, was arrested on July 1, 2013, at the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, where he was lured by an undercover FBI agent. He also pleaded guilty in January 2014 and faced a similar sentence. Hamza Ben Delaj's arrest and trial sparked a wave of support and sympathy from many people in Algeria and other countries who considered him a hero and a legend. They praised his intelligence and skills and admired his courage and defiance. They also criticized the US justice system and accused it of being biased and unfair. They launched online campaigns and petitions calling for his release and pardon. They also organized protests and rallies, demanding his extradition and return to his homeland. However, Hamza Ben Delaj's supporters were disappointed when he was sentenced on April 20, 2016, to 15 years in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. He was also ordered to forfeit $14 million, which represented the amount of money he made from his hacking activities. He apologized for his actions and expressed his regret and remorse. He said that he was young and naive, and that he did not realize the consequences of his crimes. He also said that he hoped to use his talents and knowledge for good purposes in the future. Hamza Ben Delaj is currently serving his sentence at the Federal Correctional Institution in Terre Haute, Indiana. He is expected to be released in 2028 when he will be 40 years old. He still has a large fan base who follow his news and updates and send him letters and messages of encouragement and admiration. He also has a family who love him and miss him and hope to see him again. Hamza Ben Delaj's story is a remarkable one that raises many questions and issues, such as the ethics and morality of hacking, the security and vulnerability of the internet, the role and responsibility of the banks and the authorities, the impact and influence of the media and the public opinion, and the fate and future of the hackers and the cybercriminals. He is the happy hacker, the most wanted hacker in the world.